Hi, people. I'm back. Sorry to be gone for so long, but been terribly busy. Got uh, got Sharon's house sold and cleaned out, and got everything moved out here. We got oh boy, I got one container full of stuff. Well, the overseas container, 40-footer full of stuff that come out of my house and her house, and we're trying to sort out the best stuff to put in this house, and we're getting there, but it's painful. We're getting it done. Anyhow, I still got to move my shop yet. I ain't even started that yet. I got to get the building up, then I can start putting my stuff out here. A lot of stuff to do. So anyway, there's been a lot of things going on, and I had to redo this video. I just blew the last one, so I'm doing it one more time. I think it's time to say about 20 till 7 in the morning. I've been up all night. I can't sleep. Uh, so I figured I better do the video. I finally got the place where I can get to my room and be quiet and not bother the rest of the house. So I'm doing a video and trying to think what all I want to tell you about. There's a lot happened. One thing I want to do is send out my best wishes to Lanita Bryant. She's been sick. She was in the hospital. I don't know how she's doing. Uh, I'm gonna try to call today and see if I can find out. I can only call her at certain times, and that don't always correspond with my times. But I found that out through Judith. I got Judith to talk to her. Anyhow, my last video, I talked to you guys my last video about a thing going around my face. You might not remember it, but the last one I talked about, because I didn't know what it was. It's like a bug or something going around my face. Well, this is late at night, and these bugs ain't out this time of night. It went around my face like that. Then Sharon, when I told her about it, she said, "Well, I had one the other day. It went around over the top of my head. It was come low and then went on up. It was going circling like that." So didn't think too much about it. Then I'm out in the yard. I didn't have a hat on at the time, and bam, right on top of my head, something hit me on top of my head, and like I thought it was a branch or something fell out of the tree. I'm looking, ain't nothing hit the ground, ain't nothing on it. I didn't know what it was. I got that smack on the head. So anyway, like I said, we're cleaning things up. I'm having to burn some old furniture and a bunch of stuff, wood and all kind of stuff. I got a big burn pile out here, and I'm trying to clean everything up with and get this burn pile down. So I'm out there in the middle of the night, and it's probably around 12 o'clock. You got to burn at night. You can't burn in the day. It's kind of illegal, I guess. But I burn at night so I can see where the flames go. Anyhow, I'm out there and burning stuff, and I'm watching the fire, and it's real quiet. But I feel a presence coming on me. It's not one of my critters, not one of my foots, but there's this presence. And like I'm thinking of dog man, he's behind me. What's he gonna do? I'm sitting there in a chair, one little fold it was a double fold up chair like thing. Anyhow, I'm sitting in it and something's behind me. I know there's something behind me. So all of a sudden I get smacked in the back. Just like I got smacked on the head. Same identical kind of a smack. I jumped up out of the chair and looked around and there's nothing there. I thought I was going to turn around and see a dog man right there because I thought that was the presence that was walking up behind me. Nothing there. Now, now look, I got all these little glitter bugs, look like fireflies all flying through my trees right behind where I was sitting. Then I get looking like those ain't bugs. I'm watching. I never see no bugs like that, but I'm watching it for a long time. About 2 dozen of them, dozen, 2 dozen, something. They just kept rolling around right in that area behind where I was sitting. So got thinking, later, is that fairies? I didn't know. So anyhow, I finally figured out what it was. They're pixies. And that's what hit me in the head, and that's what hit me in the back. Now, this goes back into another time, which I had no idea that these things were ever around. Never even thought about them. One time, I had, I think I mentioned this on one of my videos, but I had, excuse me, I had a round thing like this, a round plastic container that I used to keep on my coffee table. And it was like Sunday evening, was going home back to the city from being out here all weekend. I took all these bags of pistachios and put them in that container. Sometimes field mice get in here, so you want to put everything in a container. So I put them all in a container, put the lid on it. We come back the following weekend, and I sit down, get ready to eat my pistachios. Half of them are eaten. The shells are in there, and half of them are eaten. Well, first thing I'm thinking, flower of the foot. Somebody just helped themselves because they get in and out of this house with no problem. So this house is alarmed. Has motion detectors, the whole bit. But the Foots know how to, I don't know what they do, but they put things in the house and take things out and do whatever they do. Anyway, I just figured it was the Foots. But I had a hard time trying to contemplate how can the Foots play with these little pistachios and leave the shells it's left the shells right in the, didn't make no sense. Now that I know what I know, it was the Pixies. The Pixies were in my house way back then. That's years ago. They went in there and got into pistachios, which if you read up on fairies and the pixies are in that category, I'll talk about pixies. This is some of the stuff they do. They'll get in your food and get food and do whatever they want to do. Now, they've done a few things lately. It's like I have this colostomy. I have to irrigate my bowel every night. So I have to clean up the mess and all this, and I'm in the water in the bathroom. And I have a certain procedure I have to go through. And the way I have to do this, I have to turn the water off to pull my bag away from where I'm cleaning it. So about 3 mornings in a row, Donna's gotten up and the water's run wide open. I can't leave it like that. I had, me and Sharon kind of went around about, well, you keep leaving the water on. No, I don't. I can't. So I had to show her what I do and why this can't happen. Pixie's been turning my water on. I don't know why, but they're doing that. Now, I brought back from Columbus, I bought a bunch of wood that I'm going to use for some things, and I had to clean out one of my overseas containers. I had to clean out. I got all my tractors and everything out of it, and I cleaned it out. I took this wood to the back of it and I stacked it all up nice and neat so it was out of the way. Space is a problem, so we just try to make everything as spacey as we can, tighten things up. Well, we ain't had no earthquakes. I go out there and a lot of my wood's knocked over. Ain't got no snakes in there, no animals get inside of it. So pixies do things like this to mess with you. I don't know why. It's kind of harmless stuff in a way, but kind of cute, but they do what they do. So anyway, uh, the thing buzzing around my head was pixies. Now, above and beyond that, I got a little something for you if I can get Sharon's in bed. I ain't gonna wake her up, but she's got on her phone uh, videos from our ring. We have ring on the front and back door, to keep an eye on who's been here and what's going on. Nobody's sneaking up on the house. Keep an eye on thieves somewhat. Anyhow, on one of the rings in our back door, she's got pictures of the Pixies flying around. I can't get it now. I'm doing this here on a real quick whim because we got to get ready to go to Gatlinburg. Going to be leaving this day after tomorrow, I think. We're going to Gatlinburg, and I'm going to enter for the conference. I hope you all show up. I like to see a lot of you there. Anyway, if she was awake, I would get it and show it to you now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take her phone, use my phone, take pictures of that. So I'll have it on my phone. It'll only be in that one quick area. She has to go through her phone to find these things. So when we find it, I'll take a video of it and then I'll show it to you. But it's Pixies flying around back of my house. And she showed me that after I told her what I'd seen, and she, well, I got them on video. Okay. So in my one video thing I took, I think I told you about that. They won over $1,000 to get whatever's on it off of it. Somehow, if anybody out there knows anything about uh, the night owl system or to recover the goods off of it, I can't get in it. They want too much money to recover the data off of it. So something's going to happen. Somebody's going to do it or know how to do it or something. But I still got it. I ain't gonna nothing happen to it. But it's got that alien looking thing on it. I hope. I'm learning that sometimes these things that you can see don't show up in videos. That's according to what somebody said on Steve's channel. So anyway, I'm hanging on to it till we see what come up off of it. But right now, I do got pictures of the Pixies. Anyhow, uh, like I said, there's been a lot going on. The Pixies turning my water on, knocking boards over, and all that stuff. I don't know why they're here, but now that I do know that, and I'm looking at my pistachios, they've been here for a long time. They've been around me a long time. I didn't know it. Some of the things going on. Last video I told you some of the stuff about Jack when he was here, how they greeted him and all that. They never talking about now that thank you everybody. I'm over 1,000. I got over 1,000 subscribers. That's good. I appreciate it. And what I'm hoping to do with that is, I think once you get 1,000 subscribers, you can do a live show. We're going to find out. Jack's going to work on figuring that out because I'm not tech savvy. We're going to find out what we can, see about getting together and doing a video with he knows about the dog man, what I know about the foots and stuff that's been happening since he's been coming over here and stuff. A lot of things been happening. Uh, one thing I do have, and I'm going to show you, I got about 3 trees around here right now that are broke off. Big trees. Broke off. I had one broke off my driveway. I had to cut it all up and move it just so I could get up and down my driveway. One on the front of my lake, it was broke off. Then it was a small one. Then down the other end of my lake, they broke a big one off, went out into the road, and I guess the uh, county come by and cut it up. I want to get a hold for the wood. And they cut it up before I could get to it. They come by because it was laying out partly out in the road. Broke off up high, not the bottom, not deep rooted, not just broke off. I have a neighbor. Uh, his wife seen the foot since she's been down there. They've been down there for a while, not real long, but he got some land up here and he does lumbering and timber and all that. But his wife's seen the foots before down here. And one day he come down and he brought her down here when we are putting my concrete up. He come down there with his wife and I met her and talked to her and told her what I knew and got to hear what she had to say. It was kind of interesting. So anyway, since I've been back, the Foots know I'm coming back here to live, and they're pretty happy about it. I think Jude's told me that before. It was something that I was coming back was happy about. But anyway, Kelly, that's the guy who's down the street, called me the other day. He says, "Man, what is going on?" I says, "I don't know what you're talking about." He says, "I don't know if it was his nephews or somebody was down there, and the Foots are doing all kind of stuff down there. They're it sounds like they're breaking trees off, doing all kind of stuff." He says, "I've never heard them do this kind of stuff before." And I kind of told him, I said, "Hey, I'm coming home, and they're kind of celebrating. I'm back here. I'm not going to be in Columbus no more, and they're happy about that." So they have to call me when things are going on with the Foots they don't understand. So nothing bad. It's nothing bad. So don't worry about it. I mean, and if you don't know them, you can think, what are they doing? It's something, did I piss them off? What's going? It's not always a bad thing. But anyway, uh, that's some of the latest things from around here. I think what else is there? Oh, Sharon, her little voices. I come to find out the Pixies are good for that. I don't hear good, so if they were making little sounds, I wouldn't hear it. But she said she heard little voices also out here in the woods too. It's definitely Pixies. Oh God. I should write all this down before I do a video so I'd know, but I'm too stupid to do that. I just take it off the top of my head from what I know. Anyway, Gatlinburg's coming. I'm getting ready to go to Gatlinburg. I got to pack my stuff up here in a little bit and get stuff ready to go. And if Kentucky, Tennessee, Kentucky Bigfoot is watching, I'd gladly go right through Knoxville to see you, but I don't know how to get a hold of you. I have no idea. But I'll be coming through there probably to go to Gatlinburg. Like I said, I'd like to come down and spend some time with you, but we ain't got no communications going on. Somebody's stopping that. I don't know why. I kind of know why, but I'm not sure. Anyway, what else was there? Well, I met a guy tonight. I was at the Kroger store and I pass out my cards, like these little cards right here. Gets me a lot of my viewers, which a lot of you already have them, but that's my card right there. Can you read it? Is it good enough for you to read? I hope. Anyway, that's my card. Give it to a lot of people. I handed some out tonight. I went to one guy and I says, "Can I ask you a question?" He looked at me and said, "No." I said, "Okay." So he says, "Yeah, what do you want?" So I says, "You believe in a Bigfoot?" And he just looked at me and he says, "Yeah." I come to find out his story was when he was 12 years old, he used to go out and burn the trash when he was a kid. He's a lot older now. Anyway, about 5 nights in a row, when he used to go out and burn the trash, there's a line of trees out there. This big thing was standing out there watching him all the time. About 5 nights in a row, he just come out and watch him burn trash. Just watching. He knew it was a Bigfoot. I mean, he figured it out. It was a Bigfoot. But people I walk up to, I don't know what this is. I have no idea. Very few people I walk up to tell me that they don't want to hear it. If they say, "No, I really don't believe in them," I say, "Oh, I live with them." And I tell them, "You what?" "Well, I live with them. They're my life. It's part of my life." "Well, what do you mean? Do you get on YouTube?" "Yeah, I get on YouTube." "Well, here, I will give you a card. You can look this up." And they say, "You're serious?" I said, "Yeah, I live with them." So, I get a lot of that. But the people I walk up to, they usually take a card. Most of the people I walk up to and ask them, "You believe in Bigfoot?" "Well, yeah, because I know these things. I don't know why. It's part of this thing that I have." Uh, the other day I was leaving Kroger's. I had to go pick something up. And I was leaving Kroger's and I looked across the lot and this guy, this girl, and a little baby was walking, just parked the car, was getting out of the car. I walked all the way across the lot to go up to this guy. I said, "Man, you believe in Bigfoot?" "Yeah." I mean, I had to go way out of my way just to talk to this guy to ask him. But when I looked over there and seen him, Something told me to go over there, so I did. It's part of this thing I do. I don't understand it, but I live it. So anyway, that's why all these little cards and all the stuff I've done, it's got me 1,000 subscribers, which is not tremendous, but it's really good. My thing is, I'm getting the word out. I don't care about subscribers. I don't care about the amount of them. I mean, I do. I love my subscribers, but what I'm getting at is me getting the word out is what's important. Like I said, I don't get no money for none of this. I don't go nothing, do any money. Don't sell things or nothing for any of this. Uh, if the time ever comes that I don't have enough to do things, like I might have to figure out some way of making money off of it so I can keep participating. Because I got a lot of money in these trips to Gatlinburg and going around and these cards and all this stuff takes money. It comes out of my pocket or Sharon's pocket too. She spends money on this too, and well, it's just what we got to do. Anyhow, getting this the move's getting made. That's getting out of the way. I got vehicles to fix to finish the move. I got I got one Suburban it's at my shop that wouldn't run. I had to have towed over to my shop because the thing runs good every time I go to get into it until I go to move it to move. I had it full of stuff. It wouldn't run. So I took it over to the shop. We had to be off the property, so I took it over to the shop. So I got to go back and get that picked up and take care of that. But anyway, everything gets complicated. So I'm doing the best I can do with these foots. Problem I got right now is I have a next door neighbor that does a lot of shooting. Foots don't like that. And I can't tell him not to do it. Can't even, I'm not even going to ask him not to do it. But I went over to talk to him to meet him because I'd never met him and introduced myself to him and tell him about the foots. Like, I don't care what you shoot at, don't shoot at my foots. Don't shoot at nothing that looks like it's an animal around here. If you know it's a deer, shoot it. I don't care what you do to deer. But things you don't do. And I'll try to explain that to him best I can. Hopefully he'll be receptive of what I got to say. If not, maybe he'll shoot me and run me off. I don't know. Don't know the guy. Don't know nothing about him. But for the most part, I'm trying to think what else I might want to talk to you about. Uh, Pixies is one of them. Uh, yeah, you need to go look and read up about the Pixies so you know what I'm talking about. I mean, it's on YouTube where you can look up about fairies and stuff. Somewhere they'll talk about Pixies and you can understand what I'm talking about. Blown me away because I didn't have no idea it was here. But this is like Cryptid Central here. Everything's shows up here. Or comes from here. It goes someplace else, but it came from here. It used to be in the portal. It was here. I told you about the guy, a concrete guy, knew a guy that described something in the woods he seen, like the guy over on Saltillo described to me. Same thing. I'm telling him what the guy looked at. He said, "That's what my friend run into. He don't go to the woods no more." Well, that's part of it, I guess. So anyway, me and Jack are talking about trying to get this doing a live screen thing. Uh, like I think when you hit 1,000 subscribers, you can do a live screen. We're looking into it. We don't have a plan yet. We got to get together and figure out the plan for it and how we're going to do it. But maybe people might like it. If you'd like it, that'd be something. Send me comments. Let me know if you think you'd like for me and Jack to get together and do a live screen. Uh, could be interesting. You guys write in or whatever, however that works. I'm not high tech at all. I'm lucky I can do this. So, as a matter of fact, I almost didn't do it. They changed the format on this thing, and I had to figure that out to get the camera to come back on. So I've done that. Uh, Sharon's not too opposed to these fairies like she is with the Foots. She ain't really opposed to the Foots. It's just she thinks they come from evil, and that's doesn't set her well. Even though she's talked to them, she knows them, the whole thing. She can't deny it. But anyway, I'm looking at getting down to Gatlinburg and try to have a good time down there, passing cards out and meeting people, trying to get the word out, let people know they're coming out to the public. This is the resolve that I've talked about. It's happening now. This election thing, oh boy, you know, that was a pretty close call for Trump, and I just can't imagine what would happen if they hit him. If he had been an inch over, had been the end of him, and like him or not, it would upset the country. We don't need that. I love this country. Our Foots love this country. I think that's a fact. To them, this is their land. That's what I told them when I met them. This is your land. I'm just sitting on it. This is theirs. That's it'd been a lot of turmoil. I'm just glad it didn't go off like that. Uh, right now, nobody even seems to know what's going on with Biden and what's going on with that, but that doesn't concern me. The thing concerns me is things that can happen, cause bad things. That concerns me. I try to stay out of the politics, although my call outs involve some politics. I don't control that. Whatever comes out of my mouth when I do my channeling, I don't control. I my one thing in my channeling, I'm not going to get into all of it, but come out that all the corruption to be dealt with. That was part of the one channeling session I had, and I said that they're going to use the RICO Act on these people, these politicians. Well, in my past life, I had to know what the RICO Act was and how it worked. And as I'm saying something out of my mouth, I said, they're going to use the RICO Act on these people. My mind's saying something else. My mind's saying, man, they only use that on gangsters and bikers. That was my thought. My mouth still keeps saying, this is what channeling does. It just keeps coming out of your mouth like that. Later, I have to think about it. It's like I say, Matt's wife was there when I said all this stuff, and she can remember a lot of it. I can't even remember. Either here or there, but that's part of it. Anyway, there's things on the internet about channeling. You can learn about that. Uh, things on the internet, or not the internet, but on YouTube. You can learn about channeling on YouTube. You can learn about Pixies on YouTube. Stuff's on there. Once you like, wow, this is on there. Help me. Thing I did without a body years ago. There's stuff on YouTube about that. There's plenty of stuff on Bigfoot. Well, not much of it's for real. Not much of it's really true. A lot of people have some good stuff on it. Some, uh, there's a guy who's on. No, I don't know. It's like 7 in the morning. I think I'm getting tired, but I think I've been on here long enough. I just thank you everybody for being a subscriber. You got me up over the 1,000 point, and hopefully we can keep going, keep things going. I'm going to hit all I can hit down in Gatlinburg. Try to get as many people as we can. If anybody out there has any stories they'd like to talk about, get a hold of me. You seen the card. You seen the card. You just got to read it. And if I do the live screen thing, tell me what you think. Tell me if you think we'd like for me and Jack to do a live screen. I mean, he knows about the dog man. I can tell you what I know about the Foots, and I think I know. I'm not a total expert. Don't know everything. People probably know more than me, but I'm one. We'll talk about it. I will get out here and tell you what's going on. I'm not. I don't care about ridicule or none of that. Don't bother me a bit. In fact, I've had a few fools on here that sent me some stuff, and we went back and forth on the comments. I kind of laughed at it. But anyway, uh, everything I've been saying, old Edgar verified for me. He verified everything I had to say. All the stuff I've been doing. But told him they can do all that. Yeah, so did I years ago. 15 years ago, I started all this. 5 years ago, I started this channel. I wasn't even going to tell nobody for a long time, but eventually I realized the Foots want me to tell this, so I'm going to tell them. Best way I can. Want people to know what they're really about? That's what I'm doing. Haven't been spanked for nothing yet. Well, I did one time. They gave me hell for slamming my car door and getting pissed. That's crazy. But it's in one of my other videos. You'd have to hear about it. That anyway. I hate to turn the video. I hate to turn this off because I like talking to you. So I just wait until I hear from some of you. But I'm going to be pretty busy. You guys send me comments. I'll try to comment as soon as I can. But we got a lot to do, and I got to get ready to go to Gatlinburg on top of all that. And this place is a wreck out here. It's a construction site. It's got all the stuff from two houses piled up around. I got lawnmowers everywhere. I got more stuff than I need, and I got no place to put it. I got two more overseas containers coming, but they don't come until I get the building up. One goes on each side of my building. So right now I got one filled up and still got stuff all over the place. I got two Suburbans full of stuff. Got to get one of them back here. It's a lot of stuff. You don't want to hear all that, but that's my life for now. So if you don't hear from me for a while, that would be why. But I will try to get back with you as soon as I get back from Gatlinburg. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take my computer with me. If I can find a good Wi-Fi that I can depend on, I might try to do a video while I'm down there. But some of these motels, their Wi-Fi's ain't the best. See what I can come up with. Let you know what's going on then. I mean, I did a video. I tried to do a video one time from Garden City. Yeah, it was down at Garden City, and my mouth wasn't working with the motions, and it got all, the computer took a shit. I had to get another computer. That was down there. Didn't have nothing to do with being down there. Just the computer died at that particular time. But I was going to show you the ocean and all that stuff. And, oh well. So when I get back, we'll try to get some things. I'll try to do some videos outside here in the woods. See if I can get some stuff together with that and try to get Jack on here. And then we'll try to figure out a plan for doing a live stream. So get with me and let me know what you think. Hit the like button, subscribe, your notification, make us all hit, and I'll think that is absolutely great. Well, I thank you very much, and as soon as I turn this off, I'll remember something I didn't put in here. But I get you next time. So thank you very much. See you later. Bye.